Hello, everyone. It's always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot, woot. Hi, everyone. This is Julie from Patchworks, and I am so excited that you're joining us for another Must Sew TV tonight here at Patchworks. Let's make sure we're all connected and say hello. Woohoo! Oh, I see Karen and Debbie and Laura and Chris and Karen and Elle and Jerry and Barb. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure to like and share and comment and all the good stuff. We have so many great things to talk about tonight. New fabric, a great quilt behind us. Oh my gosh, so much fun. So much fun. So I am just going to scoot this over here and here we go. All right, so I have a message on the bottom just saying that stay tuned for next week's Must Sew TV because, you know, we can't miss a week, right? But next Thursday is July 3rd. And so some of you might be doing fireworks or be on vacation, but you know we're going to have new fabrics and stuff to show you. So we're planning on still doing a live on Thursday. I'm thinking it's going to be earlier rather than doing a recording that just posts at 7. So stay tuned. I'll give you a little heads up, but right now I'm not immediately clear as to what time we're going to go. But as always, you can totally watch on YouTube after the fact because, well, it's going to be available all weekend long, and you probably just need your Patchworks fix, right? So 4th of July is on a Friday this year, so I'm giving our team the whole weekend off. So we'll be closing on the 3rd and then off on Friday and Saturday. Of course, we're always closed on Sunday, Monday, so we'll be back in the store on Tuesday. Whew. So, super exciting. All right. So, we're talking 4th of July. We're talking all sorts of fun stuff. I want to show you this really cool quilt behind us, okay? So, it just arrived from Moda today. We have the amazing honor of hosting 2 different trunk shows from them, and this is the first one I'm going to show you, and this is the April Rosenthal's Star Spangled, and it is super pretty. It's made with charm packs background. This is April Rosenthal's Twinkle background, and then we have chambray as this half square triangle for each of them. So it's so classic, so fun. This would be a great sunroom quilt. This is quilted up lightweight. I love how this one was done. So this was done super simple with straight line quilting, but the straight line quilting was done alternating squares. So it's like a checkerboard in there. Super fun. And we brought in a few more kits for you, and well, you know, I thought we should do a deal. What do you think? Yeah, let's do a deal. So what we're going to do is that we're going to call this the Kit of the Week today, and with every kit that you buy of this from now until supplies run out through tomorrow night, so that is Friday the June 27th at midnight Central Standard Time, you would get a $10 gift card that you can then apply to a future purchase. Like you can use it for your backing, you can use it for something else, all sorts of really fun stuff. So let me know what you think. This quilt finishes 67 by 77, and it is $119.99, okay? So I figured I'd leave the price over $100 for those of you that ship, so that you get free ship on this, because if I dropped it down to $99.99, you'd have to pay for shipping. So I figured, oh, let's go ahead and just have it be this price here. And let me give you a code to, ooh, what do we think about that? Ha ha ha, all right, super fancy. So I'm only doing this for this particular kit, and I promise the screen's gonna go back huge after we're done if anybody wanted to grab that. And we put together a link for the whole show again today. Hopefully I included everything. I was kind of finishing it up last minute. So I put together a link, a collection page for the whole show again. We're doing that once a show so that you can see everything. I'm still trying to figure out how to get the video in each of them. Somehow I saved, like permanently saved as a template, the show from June 5th. So we'll figure out how to change it up during the different ones. I'll be looking at that this weekend. All right. So, so excited to have everybody join us. It's really great to see you all. All right, we'll make our little QR code go away and then we'll talk about it again. I think we have 10 or 11 of these available and $119.99 while supplies last or until Friday. Friday night, you get a $10 gift card off of a future purchase. So I will be processing that after I process your order, okay? Super, super fun. And if you loved the April Rosenthal and you need to make more, we do have some half-yard bundles, we have fat quarter bundles, we have all sorts of pre-cuts and yardage available to do all sorts of really amazing things with that. So I hope you like it. All right. Let us have that go away and we'll make our little ticker go away for a little bit. We'll show it at the end of the show just to remind everybody that next week is going to be a little bit different kind of show because, well, everybody's going to be on holiday time, right? Okay, so we have, as I said, lots of new fabric to show you. So let's get started. We are going to first talk about Salvage Magic. So this is a long-awaited Ruby Star collaborative line that features printed selvages, okay? So this is really, really super cool. And I know a lot of you make projects with the selvages or collect selvages, but if you missed some, this is, I should know the whole story behind it, but I don't know if it's every single selvage that they've had since they've been with Moda. I don't know if we have a Ruby Star aficionado out there that can fill us in and let us know, but this is just super fun and has all sorts of great things. Now, if you were looking at getting the entire repeat, know that the entire repeat of this is 2 1/4 yards, okay? So if you're just getting a yard, that's great. You'll be able to play with a lot of it. But if you wanted the full repeat, it's 2 1/4 yards. And that is super fun. I am checking this out here. Let me just move overhead here so that we can see this. Now, the thing that I really, really love, well, I mean, I love a lot of things about it, but one of the things that I really, really love about how they set this up, you know, you can tell that they are quilters and sewists. And so they put space between every single row so that you actually can use every single selvage. If you had wanted to, you could cut, okay, right? Because there's enough space that you can get your seam allowances in here. So I love how thoughtful they were with that, and I just think it's amazing. So 2 1/4 yards to be able to get the whole thing. We do have this bolt and another bolt. I may be able to get more. We've already gone through a couple bolts, so really, really fun and super exciting. And Lori, she loves selvages now, and it's nice to have it on fabric. Yeah, it's really nice to be able to just kind of like have it a little bit of a cheater one. Now with this line, there's also 2 extra bolts. And so you might have seen some projects with this floating around on social media. So there are the Salvage Magic. These are the letters. And this is a 1/2 yard repeat. Okay, so maybe, no, this one's a little bit more than a 1/2 yard repeat. The other one's a 1/2 yard, but this one has a little bit of a tighter repeat in here, but we're just cutting it like, it's really fun because even if we had cut it on the line here, you wouldn't necessarily be able to get everything. So, okay, we have that, and then there is a second one where it is the icons, they're calling it. So you have some of their different illustrations. So you have the little ghosty, you have sunglasses, you have little ants, you have the cat, you have fish, you have all sorts of really amazing things here. Excuse me. So this is just super fun and really great for a bag. Yes, 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 great for a bag. So you'll find those, and these are very, 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 very limited. So if that was something interesting to you, you probably want to scoop them up earlier than later, okay? All right. Now, staying in our Ruby Star theme, we have, this one's very exciting as well, Strawberry Yardage has come in. So we talked about it last week where we talked about the pre-cuts, right? And this is Kimberly Kite's kind of follow-up line. Her signature illustration is the strawberry, and everybody just goes gaga over them. And so we are super, super excited to have the whole line in. And, you know, for those of you that know me, when we buy for Ruby Star, the pre-cuts, we don't always get all the pre-cuts, but this one we absolutely got everything that was available. So we had gotten the layer cake, we got the mini charms, we got the regular charms, and we got the jelly rolls. Super, super fun. Let's take a look at the regular yardage. We also have the canvas, the cotton lawn, and the wide back because it's just so amazing. So let's take a peek and look at the strawberry line. All right, I'm going to take a peek overhead here. So, so we have strawberries in several scales. We have the tiny one, we have, I would say, the medium, and the medium in a kind of stacked way, and then we have the medium tossed, okay? So, let's take a peek. So we have, we'll just kind of look at all of our different options here. The different colors. Super, super fun. Super, super fun. Oop, I'm a little bright here. Let's see if I can make this better. Aha, that looks a little bit more lifelike, don't you think? Sometimes the lens gets fixated on something else, and so, oh, this is just so fun. And then I love these interesting colors with the different backgrounds. And of course the classic with the navy. Really, really fun. And then this is a black background, okay? So the most are in this tossed world, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that are tossed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are stacked, and then we have the teeny tiny little ones, which are so cute. These are 5 that are the super cute little ones. There are 20 different fabrics in the cotton, regular cotton sheeting. We have that available in the fat quarters as well as the half yards, okay? Now, because it's just so fun and so exciting, we also have the cotton lawn. So the cotton lawn is a different scale as well. You absolutely could use the cotton lawn in a quilt, okay? You don't have to save it for something else, but let's say you wanted to make a pretty shirt or something else. So then we have this one here. It's available in 3 colors, and there's a little bit higher price point, and you can see that we have another scale altogether. So let's set it next to the other. Let's see, can I push it over so you can see it all? Okay, so you can see this is a little bit bigger than the mini, okay? This one's also tossed a little bit more space. I can see a shirt in this. I think that'd be really fun and amazing. So what is cotton lawn? It's a thinner, drapier cotton, okay? So think summer shirts, think, you could, if you did, I know that with lawns, there was a thing a few years ago doing like a really simple like duvet kind of thing where you use a wool bat. So duvet is the wrong word, but a dreamy kind of comforter look where you do that. And so just really, really fun with that. And then we have a canvas weight. The canvas weight is a different scale again, okay? You can look at this. And you know, really, if you were all about all sorts of different substrates, you absolutely could combine them and put the canvas weight in your quilt as well. So we have the navy background, which is kind of my favorite. But then we have this natural linen with this one. And so like, well, this one's kind of my favorite too. And then we have kind of the sleeper favorite, which is this deep burgundy, which is also in that linen, okay? Can just, so fun, so fun, so fun. The navy one, that's the one that matches our Miori foldable box, okay? So you could like go all navy and have all the fun things matching that. And then if you need some giant strawberries, then we have the wide back. And the wide back, you know, I'm not into like my retro kind of dresses, but I mean, part of me really, really, really wants to have one of those like dresses, you know, really, just flowing dress. So this is a wide back here, and you can see now we have giant ones. So the wide back would also be great for, you could make shower curtains from it. You could make pajama pants. These are really silky, so these would be amazing pajama pants. And we have the wide back in the navy and the cream. Let me go up front here because I think I'm gonna like knock everything over. So, and the cream background here. And this one has the multi-cover, I mean like, blue strawberries. It's so cute. And then we also have kind of this blush background with our pink strawberries with some red ones just sprinkled in. Super, super fun. We're going to be seeing a lot more of this because this is just such an exciting line. So we'll be even playing a little bit more with it into next week. So assuming we still have any left, it's been flying off the shelf. Speaking of which, all of you who have come in and gotten or bought it online, $75 or more of strawberry, you are entered into a drawing, and this is going to last through Friday again, so give you a whole day to still do it. I have a coveted Salesman Sampler Strawberry and Friends whole header, okay, that has all of the different strawberry fabrics and coordinates from the last line, okay? really, really fun because, you know, this strawberry line is not the exact as the Strawberry Friends, right? So I have a retired salesman sample from our motor rep that we are doing a drawing. So every customer who puts in an order for who has already or will through Friday night for $75 or more of strawberry, you're entered in to win this really fun prize. So at first you're going to split it up and do different things. We're like, nope, we're going to have one big amazing winner, and then they can do all sorts of great stuff with it. If you wanted to share it with your friends, you could, but I think that's a really fun prize. So you still have 28 hours, I think, to get your order in to be able to be eligible to win this amazing prize. Oh, so fun, so fun. So let me know if you think that that's an exciting little prize. And if you bought a little bit and you're like, oh, I added it up and I didn't quite get to 75, you can absolutely place a second order and I'll add it together because we're not that giant of an operation. So I'm able to figure it out pretty easily, okay? Excellent, excellent, excellent. Any questions here so far? Ooh, Deb wants to have a mini charm set aside. I absolutely can. We have a whole bunch, so excellent, excellent, excellent. Oh, Lisa says, yes, the lawns do make super soft backs. Thanks for sharing that. I've never done it. It's something I've seen at a quilt market, but not something that I personally played with. But it's really soft. Thanks to everybody who's still joining in. Oh, we have a lot of people joining us tonight. Oh, thanks, Roxanne. That's so sweet. We do our best to be able to ship out quickly and answer all your questions. So thanks so much for your vote of confidence, Roxanne. All right. What exciting other things do I have to share tonight? We are going to talk about now our Winter Wonderland flannels. So last week we talked about Winter Wonderland, which was a really fun, traditional kind of North Woodsy fabric collection for Timeless Treasures. And this week I am sharing with you the flannels that go along with it. So I just have strawberry fabric everywhere. All right, let's take a peek at this fabric. Let's take a peek overhead. This is just so great. So traditional North Woods, or just, you know, cozy Wisconsin. And with these Timeless Treasures flannels, they are really, really soft, double brushed, really nice quality. So gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. These are $13.52 a yard. We did not make any bundles of this because a lot of times people who come in have really specific things, and if you wanted to do like rag quilts, you might be using 5/8 of a yard, and we didn't want to constrain you to fat quarter bundles. If you were interested in a fat quarter bundle of this, we would be more than happy to get one together. We just didn't want to pre-do it and have a bunch of people be sad that we cut up all the flannel. This green one here, this has some like evergreen needles on there. Then we have, so this is the snowflake and natural. This is the snowflake with a little bit of a blue sky. We're going to end up going all the way to the ceiling here. And then we have the snow-covered trees and a really nice soft plaid. And then one last one, we have this wood grain brown, which you can kind of see. So it's a nice cocoa color. So super fun. You should see me from the front here. I have like this giant stack that is just like ready to like fall over here. Winter Wonderland flannel. It goes beautifully well with the Winter Wonderland that we showed last week, and both are available in store as well as online. We did separate the two, but I am going to later on connect the Winter Wonderland with the Winter Wonderland flannel in case if you wanted to mix them together and use them. But right now they are separated in two separate collections. Also making sure that you really, really know, since they're similar patterns, that one is flannel and one is flat. The panel is only available in the flat. So we got everything that was possible, and they just didn't have a flannel panel for that. All right. Oh, all sorts of people chiming in and saying hello. Thanks for tuning in tonight. If you're just tuning in, I just wanted to share with you the quilt behind us is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous new trunk show we got in from Moda Fabrics. This is the April Rosenthal Star Spangled quilt kit. That is a box kit that's available. It's $119. And while supplies last, or until midnight tomorrow night, we are gifting a $10 gift card with every kit purchase of that kit, so that you can use on a future purchase to be able to help buy it back or do something else. So anyhow, just as a little thank you, and trying out fun different things that would be available in store or online, but you want to make sure to get it sooner than later. So you can always hook it up to buy online and pick up in store if you wanted to come visit us tomorrow. All right, next up, we have a really cute kids line. We actually have two cute kid lines this week. So this one here, this is King of the Jungle. And this is a really, really fun 24-inch panel. It's from Wyndham Fabrics. It's Whistler Studios, which is their in-house design team. And I think these are super, super cute. They're on-trend colors, yet I think this would be a mom and grandma approved line. So you don't always find those. Let's take a peek at these fabrics. There were 11 in the line, but then we got some coordinating, what are called Terrain 2.0 fabrics that we have with it. So we put, to get a fat stack of this line, we paired one of the Terrain 2.0s with it to round it out, as we thought this would make a perfect fat stack pack, perfect for a quilt. So let's take a peek overhead. And we have this jungle. And so I like too that you have, it's not necessarily all over, but it's not specifically directional, because you have lions walking this way and zebras walking that way. So it works really well. You have the small tossed animals. And then we have this nice kind of basket. This is that terrain, which we have in a few different colors that match this collection. Some spots. We have some monkeys, and is that a toucan in the trees? In the canopy. And then we have this pattern available with a light green background. We have the spots available on green, which is just a nice kind of texture. This one available in green. The canopy, also in green. We have the spots in a deeper green, and then this gorgeous all over animal in the dark. So this is the same print. Really, really fun. The panel is very nice. And this collection is called King of the Jungle, and it's available both in-store and online. We don't have a picture of the fat stack up there yet. I ran out of time. We'll be getting a picture of that up there either later tonight or tomorrow. But know that the item is still up there, so you absolutely can go ahead and get it. Yes, it's so cute, Laura. So, so cute. Okay, next we have another super, super cute kids line. And this one is called Fossil Folks. And let me just reach my stack. So here's my stack. This has 10 really fun pieces, and this is from Figo, and just really fun. So this one here, we'll take a peek at it overhead. It is white, gray, and like a denim blue with an accent of the gold. So super on-trend color, super fun. I think it'd go really well with chambray. You also could pair it with some flannel. That'd be really nice. We have some great flannels in stock that would go really nice with it. So these dinos, I mean, they're driving cars, right? They're riding scooters. They're having fun. They're living large. And oh my gosh, can you even imagine how big that car would have to be if they were like, you know, to scale for dinosaurs? Oh my goodness. I mean, what size roads would we need to have? So we have this fun stripe. This is called a crayon stripe. Then we have dots. This print is called Trees, and it is gray on like a off-white background. And so you have the trees and little mountains. This one's fun. So this is bones. So this little stripe, that's actually bones. Kind of cool. And then, well, cars, right? Because dinosaurs need cars. But this could also just be cars. And then we have, these are the fossils, the dinosaurs laying there. And then we have letters, and it's D-I-N-O, dino. Maybe my favorite piece of the whole thing, this is rawr, rawr. I've been going around making that noise since I've been playing with this fabric today. I'm like, rawr, kind of fun. And then this one here, this one's called Dino Rides. And this guy's riding a skateboard because, well, dinosaurs clearly ride skateboards. So this is by Jilly P Studios. Super fun. And that is available as a fat quarter bundle or as yardage. And we have that in store and online right away. Yes, fossil fabric is so fun. Super, super, super fun. What else do I have to share with you tonight? Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so we have a few new fabrics from Timeless, and we showed a few of them to you last week, and then we have a few new ones that are just random novelty pieces, so I'm going to show those to you now. We have some dragonflies. So dragonflies, and so these are new timeless. So dragonflies, these are pretty large dragonflies, but it's a really nice coloring going on here. I think that's nice. Then we have a psychedelic tie-dye here. This is a screen print. Really nice. Now, when we get these timeless novelties, they're not necessarily intended to go together. If you want to make them go together, absolutely, but they're more just kind of one-off prints that are just super cool. And then we have rainbow tossed notes, musical notes, really nice. Nice small scale, great for borders, sashings, all sorts of things for music quilts. We got a new sky in. So sky with clouds has been really hard. So this is a little bit more of a realistic one, but this is very nice. And then we have a train fabric. So these are like train postcards, but trains are actually one of our most asked for fabrics. So that of our novelty things, and it's really hard to find train fabric, but we have one for you. So those are our new timeless novelties. We are winding up the Wisconsin State Shop Hop. If you are coming to Patchworks, you have 2 more days to come and get your passport stamped. We are open regular hours both Friday and Saturday, and we still have a little bit of fabric left. So a lot of the coordinates, we have, I think we have 10 of the panels left. We bought really, really deep this year. So people have been panicking and starting to call and seeing if we had them, and we do. So they're available in store and online, and they're actually on the, if you go to it's in the page for the show tonight, but it's also just literally the top part of our website. So we have several more of these available. And then we have our Patchworks exclusive 2.5-inch strip sets that have all 12 of the fabrics, 2 each. And this has been really a fun thing that we've made a bunch of, and we're down to our last few. So if you wanted to make a full jelly roll quilt, you would pick up 2 packs, but otherwise 1 pack would get you a couple table runners. That'd be fun. And then we do have stacks of the whole thing. So we have, I think, 3, or at least when I started the show, 3 half-yard packs and 3 fat quarter packs left that had all 12 pieces in there, okay? So really fun, and a lot of yardage for the coordinates to go along with it. So want to scoop those up before they're gone, because, you know, they've been really nice this year, and they go really, they're just a very nice postcard from Wisconsin kind of thing. Sherry wants to know if we missed the bundle of the week. We are still seeming to catch up with everything, so we'll be getting a bundle of the week happening shortly. But it's like I pay you to say these things. We just received another 100 bolts that we bought for the back room. What? How exciting. So we do have a new collection that's like new clearance. I think I linked it to the right one. I'll check after the show, but I'm going to show you some of the key pieces, okay? So, and then you'll start seeing some new bundles of the week that come from some of these new fabrics that we came in, or at least inspired by them. Okay, so I know it's like the hottest time of the year, but we got in quite a few great new Henry Glass flannels, and these are from Janet Nesbitt, so that's the half of the people that cut the weird, so One Sister Designs, I think, is what she goes by. And so we have some great neutrals and then some really good fall colors. And then this purple. And we don't have a lot of purple flannel. And so this is like a serious kind of florally, ditzy, and sometimes we just have a need for these kind of traditional prints. So I'm excited to let you know that we have a really fun kind of deep, dusty plum flannel in. We have a ton of new novelty in, and in a different jungle one, we have this great jungle collection, and it is Henry Glass. It's Into the Jungle. Super fun, and we have a bunch of different coordinates that go along with it, including this really fun border stripe that I want to share with you. So this is a super cute border stripe that goes with the collection. Really, really fun to be able to play with that. So what we've been trying to do, if you didn't know, is that in addition to bringing in fabulous the latest of the newest of the new, what we've also been doing is trying to get large partial collections of maybe last season's things to be able to fill up the back room so that you have some great buys for just fun projects, or if you're doing charity sewing or things like that, to just help offset some of the expensive things to make your fabric dollars go farther. And especially, you know, sometimes with these novelty things, these are the kinds of things that we want to keep gifting and making and things like that. And so we want to make sure that you have first quality, great fabric in order to do that. And so I've been going around and shopping the deals of overstocks at some of my vendors to be able to provide you with some great deals. So we have some good farm stuff, and this one, we have a lot of farm stuff that all goes together. I just want to bring out a representation. And then this was a super sweet, different style of farm stuff with crazy little sheepies and little black sheep stuck in there. And then we have some Aussie down under animals. So we have some koalas, some kangaroos, some crocodiles, lots of fun stuff. So you're going to want to check those out, and I'm going to make sure after the show that the right collection got linked for showing you all of those great new sale fabrics. And then we'll be able to use them as inspiration for more bundles of the week for you. We've just been unwrapping and getting so many fabrics out there that we didn't have time to put together a different bundle of the week for you this week. So, but hopefully we made up for it by having a bunch of new yardage for you at great prices. Buggy Barn, thank you, Lisa. So Janet Nesbitt is the one sister from Buggy Barn. Excellent. So let's do a quick recap before I let you go. So we've been doing a new thing that we now have a single page devoted per show. So I'm going to quick share that link again in case if you missed it, so you can shop the whole show rather than having to hop around on our website, going from thing to thing to thing to thing. We are looking at being able to put the link of past shows to be able to have easy replays available. And that is where everything that I showed you from tonight lives. We have a kit of the week this week, which is this Star Spangled kit. And this features the Frontier pattern from April Rosenthal, and it uses charm packs. The background is a twinkle, which is one of April Rosenthal's basics. And then it's super cool because it uses a denim chambray, which is a Moda Classic basic. And I just love the different texture with it. So it is a fun quilt. Everything that you need to make the quilt top and binding is in here. It is 67 by 77 and it is $119.99. While supplies last, or until midnight tomorrow night, which is June 27th, 2025, we will be giving you a we're giving you a $10 gift card as a thank you for purchasing this that you can then use on a future purchase. So you can use it for anything you want, or buying a back or something like that. We have in great new Ruby Star fabrics this week. We have the strawberry line. We have the highly anticipated Salvage Magic. If you're buying the Salvage Magic, you want to have 2 1/4 yards of it if you wanted the whole repeat. Also excited that there are printed spaces in between the selvages. So if you buy this yardage, every single selvage is going to be usable, which is really, really awesome. We do have a little bit of the Shop Hop fabric left. The last day you'll be able to come for the Shop Hop at Patchworks is going to be Saturday. So we are open tomorrow, Friday, from 9:30 to 5:30, and then on Saturday from 9 to 4. And then after 4 o'clock is when we're going to do our big Shop Hop drawing. And that's when, if you're visiting us, you need to have your passport stamped. We are not going to be open on Sunday or Monday. And next week, we are going to be doing our Thursday video earlier. We're not going to be going live at 7. I'll be definitely doing a rebroadcast at 7 for you, but I will not be going live at 7. I'll be going live probably earlier in the day. I'll let you know on Wednesday when that time is going to be. And then we are closed on Friday and Saturday, okay? We're giving our team off for the 4th and the 5th, and we'll be back on Tuesday the 8th. Lots of fun stuff. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. If you had any questions that I didn't address, make sure to send me a message. I hope you've been enjoying our updated website. I've heard a lot of great feedback from you over the past week. If there's things that are difficult to find or little mix-ups that you see, please, please, please let me know, because we want to make sure that it's a really good shopping experience for you. And we intend to continue making the filtering easier and being able to navigate our shows easier. Just in general, being able to see what we have easier, whether you're previewing an in-store experience or looking to have it shipped halfway across the country. Thanks for taking time out of your busy days to spend an evening with me. Until next time, happy quilting, and we'll see you soon.